Hello, my air signs, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. How are you? Thank you so much for clicking here. I appreciate you. So I'm here to do a reading for you for the week ahead. Yes, I did see the week ahead because what I want to say is I will begin now reading for you on a regular basis, my air signs. Thank you so much for building this air sign tribe here. I'm so proud of you. Thank you so much for doing that. So thank you for your thumbs up and the way you've been in the comments and keeping me working and keeping this energy, this air energy that we kind of lack in this community. So thank you for building it to here. And so I just want to say thank you and tell you that we are now going to be reading for you weekly air signs. We're going to keep you all in one video for now, but I'm going to be reading for you every week. All right. So thank you so much for all that you do. I am going to read for Aquarius first. So Gemini and Libra. If you want to find your videos, you can just scroll. I put everything down in the description for you. And thank you so much. I'll see you in just a second. Okay, Aquarius. Here we are. Oh, right. All week we've been using this beautiful deck. It is called the something journey, something or other. I'm sorry. I'm really bad with my deck names. Soul's Journey Oracle, I think it's called. I might be right that time. All right, so we're going to throw a few of these, then we're going to hit it up with some tarot. We'll clarify it a little bit, Aquarius, and we'll find out what's going on for you in the week ahead, Aquarius. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter, thank you so much for all that you do and the ways that you love me. I don't have any air in my chart, but I do have, or did have, a mom who is an Aquarius. All right, here we go. Aquarius. It's long shuffles today, man. There's lots going on. Tell me about Aquarius. Okay, take that one. Okay, here we go. We've got guilty, and it's in the reverse. I kind of like that. Excuse me. We've got, I understand that losing something is an opportunity to appreciate it. So we've got grief in the reverse. So I want to say that you're probably still grieving over something. You haven't worked through the grief yet. Here it says, fear, I realize that I'm testing my resolve to live in the energy of love. I want to tell you that there's something coming up for you in love. And what is blocking it, the only thing that's blocking it, is your inability to grieve. So, there's so many ways that you can do that, and we all do it differently, but I think that once your process of grief is over, I feel as though that block is removed. But understand, blocks come up for a reason. It feels like you're supposed to be in this healing phase right now. You're supposed to be trying to heal the grief. And I feel as though you think that you'll never love again. What I want to say is all it is, my love, is just grief. Once you heal the grief, you'll see things differently. You just fear like you'll never receive love again. I don't think it's true. I think it's something you're telling yourself because you're up in your head. Honesty, I can't always expect truth from others, but I can expect it from myself. So I want to say that you're being really honest with yourself. Just listening. I'm hearing a song and I don't know what the name is, but the gist of the song is, if I'm being honest, I'm not being honest. It feels like you are trying to heal from something and you're doing it alone. You're not really telling anyone else what's going on. If I'm being honest, I'm not being honest. And the song itself is about, someone who's living in grief and sadness, but they're really not sharing it with the people around them. They just make it look like it's okay from the outside looking in, right? We all see the Facebook post, don't we? Yeah. Friendship. Okay, it says friendship says, I understand that a friend is in my life for a reason. So for some of you, you could be grieving this friend. You could be grieving a friendship. And for others of you, I feel because it's showing up in the future here that there is a friend, the one friend you have that will always be honest with you. to search far and wide for someone who could love you enough to tell you the truth, and not in a harsh way, but in a way of awareness, trying to bring awareness to your situation. So if you are someone who is having a hard time changing your mind or the way that you think, I believe that you're either going to be sent this friendship or you already have it. And you may not be talking to this person because they're a truth talker, Aquarius. And you have a hard time processing when people are blatantly honest with you. You like it. You like when they're very honest with you, but I think you have a hard time processing it. Yeah. We've got worry. I'm learning that worry does not change an outcome. That's the truth. Yeah, I feel it's the worry and the fear is here, that it feels like you feel like you'll never find love again. Just hearing Dionne Warwick in my head. I know I'll never love this way again. That's what it feels like. I think you do have an honest friend and someone who's willing to speak honestly with you. I think that you know who that is. I think this person is the person that is supposed to make you see things through the third eye that maybe you might not see. Sometimes we do need somebody to speak to us about what they see from the outside looking in, right? It's a different perspective and it's very valuable. Sometimes it can feel hard though. It can feel really harsh when people hold up a mirror to you and you realize something about yourself. And I think that you don't like to do that. I feel like you don't like to... It's like you go with a set of rules that you've made up in your head and you must always follow those rules and no one else can challenge those rules for you. And I think that's why it's been hard for you to get over the grief. Because your swords in your head are telling you that you're never going to have love like this again. I think you're wrong. I think you should talk to your honest friend. They're going to give you some clarity. What else are we talking about here? Okay. So we're talking about the Lovers. And so that's what it is. You're grieving over some sort of a deep bond, a deep energetic bond that you have with someone, whether that's a soulmate or otherwise. Just listening. You know, I think that somebody, a friend of yours, you may still be harboring anger with them or resentment. I think that this person made you realize that there was competition for your person. I feel like your person had other people in the DMs because I do see the Five of Wands in this situation as competition. It almost feels like you felt like you were in this competition to win this person's love. They did feel like a soulmate though, and that's what made it really hard, is that when you found out that they were seeing somebody else, or that this honest friend told you that, look, I know it, I've seen it. I think you believe this friend when they tell you, I'm going to say. Yeah, I think you see it from another direction. This friend is someone that you can count on. They're very honest with you. This is someone who is aware, who has an awareness, and someone who just wants to see everything great for you. This friend's in your life for a reason, and I think they're really important for you as a guide, probably, when you get into some tough spots and you can't change your mind. I feel like the universe calls in the big guns. Someone who has the strength and character to change the mind of an Aquarius. Okay, so we got the Knight of Swords and we have the Lovers. I feel as though this friend tells you that. This friend tells you that there's competition for your person. I feel like this gives you grief. You're still not over it. This person has been entertaining other people. And you feel like, how could I be so dumb? How come I didn't see it? Well, it has nothing to do with that because this person is a soulmate. See, understand that the label that we put on them doesn't matter. It's not a hierarchy of who you are supposed to be with. You can have a soulmate, put that label on their forehead, and that person maybe is someone who has got a bunch in the DMs. Like they're unhealed. There are parts about them that are unhealed. So what? So what if they're your soulmate? They're going to terrorize you with the people in the DMs. Do you know what I mean? So I just want you guys to learn to live without labels, because, you know, it doesn't tell you the core of who someone is. Just like knowing your sun sign doesn't tell anyone about the core of who you are. You need the moon and the rising for that. Yeah, it takes all you have to sit there and listen to this person tell you that you're in competition with others. They're trying to tell you, look, it had nothing to do with the fact that you can't be flexible. I think it had everything to do with the fact that maybe you didn't feel enough, or you were beating yourself up in your head. It's almost like a yeah, I feel like you were kind of beating on your strength. Like, you know who you are, but I think as it pertains to this connection, because it didn't work out, I feel like you question everything. Yeah, I feel this friend of yours is someone who's really valuable. This person is talking to you and saying things like, look, it's great that you're a strong partner. It's great that you can endure, having to be in this competition. It's not fun for sure, but this person is a friend who is just as strong as you. They might be a Leo, another fixed sign, but this person is someone who gives you strength at times when you don't have any for yourself. Because I think there's times you go through Aquarius where you feel like you're beating yourself up all the time for not being flexible enough. But I feel your flexibility had nothing to do with why this thing crashed and burned in the past. I don't think it had anything to do with you, really. I think it was because this person was entertaining other people and they weren't being flexible with you. I think that's what sort of tipped you off. So I want to say that there is some communication coming to you. The Knight of Swords is here. It's the brave one, right? Well, they're all brave, but this one fights for the ability to speak their piece, to say what they want to say. It might be the one who hurt you here. It might be this lover. I feel like there's a message coming from somebody, and this person is fighting for words, okay? So the knights are fighters, right? Back in the day, in the medieval times, they were the protectors of the castle, right? So this person, I feel there is communication that's coming in quickly, possibly from this person, the one that has, that you have guilt over, this one who's caused this block that you feel like you're never going to be in love again. That's this person that's coming back, because the Strength card is here and then the Two of Cups, and it feels like that you need to be really courageous and strong, because this person who's got all the other people in the DMs and got you beating yourself up over whatever's going on, this person I feel is going to contact you again and take another run at you. We've got the Nine of Wands here. Right? Here it comes again. I think you have to be brave, because I think this person's coming in for victory. Like, I don't know if this is someone that doesn't give much stability in your life, but I think that you want a commitment, the Hierophant, and I don't know if they do. They're scared. There's fear. There's fear of commitment here. Yeah, I don't want to get tied down. I don't want to have an attachment. I think that's what this person is. They're like not telling you that, Seven of Swords. They're not telling you that. They're waiting for you to bring it to an end. Ten of Swords. They're waiting for you to bring it to an end with silence. They have no interest in facing whatever it is that they've done. They're not changing their position. They're expecting you to be a little more flexible as it pertains to the situation. This person's fighting for words. They're fighting for words, to find words. They want to speak with you. They're trying to be courageous. Because, yeah, it feels really dysfunctional. I'm just going to say it does. It feels like somebody keeps coming in and out of your life and hurting you, and you keep taking them back. Or vice versa. Tell me about the Lovers, please. I just saw the Page of Cups, by the way, that popped out and popped back in. That is a surprise messenger. One that is bringing in a message of romance, kindness, and maybe a invitation. We have the Nine of Wands. So I feel like your person is the wounded warrior, the one that's coming in to talk to you. I feel like they're the wounded warrior, and this is why they're acting this way. You see, like the Lovers is here, and it is a choice. But what I want to say is the Nine of Wands is also here. I feel like your person is someone who has been through a lot in their life, is carrying a lot of burdens, a lot of trauma, and they're not dealing with it. And so this is why they're sort of in and out of your life. It's why they do behavior like this, the Five of Wands. It's why they do things like that. It's why they come in and out of your life so quickly. It's just them running from their trauma, really. Things that they didn't resolve in the past that have compounded over time. So we have the Star in the reverse. This person feels like there really is no hope to come back from this. They're coming in to tell their side, basically. I don't feel like they're coming in for understanding. I don't feel like they're coming in for any romantic reason. I don't think. I see that the Two of Cups is here, and that tells me that there really is love between you. But when I see the Star in reverse, it's like someone feels like there's no hope that this thing can work out. The Temperance is here. I feel like we're trying to yeah. It feels like there's two people who are very much in love, and being together gives you a lot of balance. But I'm telling you, I just don't feel like it's a good connection. The connection doesn't feel good. Temperance being here is like, for me at this moment, I'm feeling it is putting a Band-Aid on all of it. On the Five of Wands, on the Seven of Wands in reverse, on the Strength card, and on the Two of Cups. It feels like somebody is trying to find the courage to give you their feelings. And they're not going to give you their feelings. They're going to try and make you feel balanced about the situation. They're going to try and get you to look at the situation from another point of view, or be more flexible about commitment. So I don't know if somebody asked you for commitment or you asked somebody else for commitment, but I feel like that there is a commitment here in the future, but it looks like somebody's asking someone else to be a little more flexible in how they love before they get the commitment. Yeah, I don't know. It feels like somebody wants you to sign the contract, like a 100-year contract. You know what I mean? Like nothing's ever going to change. It's almost like this person is like, they're like, I'm in traditional roles. I'm the masculine, you're the feminine, and that makes us have different roles. Like, it feels like somebody who is trying to organize you or make you think a certain way. It's like, you can only be with me if, like, I love you, but you got to be flexible because I'm the one who's in charge. I'm the one who is the leader. I'm traditional. It seems like a very 50s way of thinking about a relationship. Yeah, this person that's coming back, I feel doesn't necessarily want to negotiate. They just want to know if you're going to accept the terms. Tell me what the challenge is for the week ahead, please, for Aquarius. Here's the reunion. Yeah, no doubt. No doubt. So this person is coming. They do want to speak with you, I feel. They are someone who is a soulmate. They are a wounded soulmate. Someone who has kind of lost hope that maybe you want to be with them. They're coming in even though that they know that you know that they've had other people in the DMs, but they're beating themselves up over not really feeling, not having a whole lot of courage to bring forward to you. I think in the week ahead, your person is probably coming to see you, either Gemini or Leo, Sagittarius or Taurus. Your person's going to reach out to you because the Three of Cups is here. There might be an invitation coming from them or from someone like this friend that you know, and you guys end up being at the same place. If you have the same group of friends, whether that's an online group or a group in the 3D. Yeah. Someone's trying to find the courage to love. They're coming with words to try and convince you of that. See, this is all swords, right? They're trying to convince you of something because that's how they deal with things in life. They don't really show it. There's no action. They just think about it, regurgitate it, and then they try and convince you with their words. This isn't someone who is necessarily an action taker. It's a person who's had a lot of actions taken against them. Yeah. And they're losing hope that you even want to see them. What do we got here? So I feel like this person is going to tell you how they feel about you. And I feel like there's been a lot of silence between you for a while. We've got the High Priestess, the Two of Cups is here. So the Two of Cups and the Two of Pentacles, I feel like they're juggling other people. I can't stop seeing it. I feel like you might even just overlook it all. Nine of Cups and the Justice is here. You might even overlook it all. That they're juggling. The Two of Pentacles and Two of Cups tells me that they're juggling other people. That's why they were silent with you. Maybe they've stopped juggling other people. They don't like the silence between you. They want to bring that to an end. This person's attracted to you, for sure. All right. I'm going to leave it there. Thank you so much, Aquarius, for coming here and watching. I do appreciate you. Hope to see you down in the comments. Love you guys. Thank you so much for all your support, the ways that you love me, your thumbs up, and being in the comments. I so appreciate you. Bravo, by the way. Thank you so much for helping me grow this community. Love you guys. Bye-bye. Hello, Gemini. Thank you so much for clicking here. I appreciate you already. Thank you so much for a great month of June. And I'm looking forward to reading for you every week now. I hope you had a great birthday. Thanks for clicking here. And if you like this content, please continue to hit that thumbs up. It's working. We're growing this air tribe. Okay, let's take a look here. We're going to start with the Something Journeys Oracle, Soul's Journey Oracle, I think it's called. Let's get some energy from here for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Thank you for watching, Cross Watcher. All right. I've got empathy. It says, I'm open to seeing both sides of a situation. Okay, so now you're seeing the other side of the situation that you've been trying to understand or look at. It feels like you maybe are placing blame or someone's placing it on you, or maybe you feel that way. I accept responsibility for my well-being. Blame. I kind of like that, you know, trying to see it from the other situation allows you to see where you went wrong. Because if you can only see it from your situation, you can never really understand how it impacted the people around you. So I think it's, I feel like you're aware. Yeah, you're someone who has awareness of yourself. I'm open to seeing both sides of a situation. I accept responsibility for my well-being. I think that you now understand the part that you played in something here, and you realize it's not about the blame game. It's about taking responsibility and saying, hey, yeah, it wasn't 100% them. You know, maybe it was 50%, maybe it was 70%, but it definitely wasn't 100, because you either contribute to it or you allow it. I'm saying you had a part in it too. Doesn't matter how terrible it was. It does matter how terrible it was. I'm sorry if it was terrible for you, but severity of the situation does not take blame off of you. Okay, gratitude. We've got, I am thankful for this life and the opportunities that it presents. Why is that? What's gratitude for? Patience. All right. I accept that everything happens in divine order. It's in the reverse, my friend. Gemini, you're running short on patience. Yeah. And what is this hoo-ha about the divine timing? You're like, there's no divine timing, Elsie. I don't even know why I click on these videos anymore. You keep telling me stuff and it's not going down. It's because you have not yet learned the lesson of patience. Yeah, and I'm a Taurus sun. I could tell you all about that. We're the most patient in the zodiac. We will wait you out till you are dead. Yeah. Don't ever challenge us. Don't ever wait on our parking spot. Just saying. Bottom of the deck, we have friendship. I understand that a friend is in my life for a reason. Okay. So what I want to say is that you have gratitude for being able to see something from the other side of the situation that you went through. We'll find out more as we add tarot what the situation was, but you are accepting your part. You're responsible for at least part of it, whatever part, big or small, that was. I think you're grateful for that knowledge, but I really feel like you are running out of patience, or you have not yet learnt this lesson of patience and accepting everything that being in divine order. So I think that, you know, a lot of people, you know, they'll say, well, how did I manifest the terrible stuff? I don't think you manifested the terrible stuff. I feel as though you allowed it to go on, or maybe you just didn't see the situation for what it was. I don't think there's any blame, and that's why I'm saying it that way. I feel like that I know I'm not the same person that I was 4 years ago or 5 years ago, and I feel like it's almost like a situation like that. You couldn't see it, and so maybe you were blaming it on people around you. But once you turn on your empathy through the third eye, which is the violet color here, then there's no more blame. Then all there is awareness. And I think, Gemini, that you now have an awareness, that you have gratitude, that you can see what went wrong back there, so you don't you don't go back into that same cycle. You're recognizing your own patterns. I think, though, that going into the future, this is a bit of a challenge for you, though, because I don't think that you have the patience for divine order. So maybe you still aren't really cool with the whole manifestation, you get what you think kind of part of it. I think you're too logical for that. Gemini is all about the scientist, right? Maybe you're too logical for that and you don't believe it at this time. The thing is that, divine order is why you have empathy and why you're able to take your part of the responsibility. And that's the part you don't see. All right, here we go. Let's talk more about Gemini, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. What great energy. Yeah, thank you so much. If you could reach out and touch the thumbs up if you're enjoying the programming. Thank you so much for doing that. It is, as you can see, just growing our tribe. Yeah, because we're now doing weekly readings for the air tribe. Okay, so we have 10 of Cups. All right. It's a situation that involved emotions. You're now seeing it from the other person's side, Gemini. And I think it's making you want to send a message. Now, the Page of Wands, the pages were, running through the kingdom from door to door, giving messages from the knights. And the knight would send them out with the message. And the Page of Wands, this one is bringing messages about passionate things. Passions or passionate things. The Page of Wands is spontaneous, right? I'm not really making any plans to do this. It's like on the drop of a dime. I'm just, the page is being summoned, and I feel like there is a message. So you see someone else's side, Gemini. As it pertains to the 10 of Cups, you now see it. You blame yourself for part of it. I feel like you want to communicate to somebody about the 10 Cups, about these overwhelming feelings of, I have so much emotion for you. I see you as everything under the rainbow. I think that the 9 of Wands is a bit of fear, apprehension. It feels like, I don't know if I'm this brave. I don't have the patience to sit around and wait for divine timing. I'm just going to go out and do it by myself. I'm just going to come out from behind the fear wall, thorns and all. And I'm just going to do my best. Yeah. So it feels like somebody here, I think it's you, Gemini, is realizing how it probably looked from the other person's perception. Your third eye's open, my friend. We have the Star, energy of Aquarius. We have the Page of Wands with the 5 of Cups. Okay. Yeah, I feel like you have, I think it's a change of mind. You've really thought things out here. You've been thinking about the situation of the 10 of Cups, and that either you have great, big, deep love for somebody, or they for you. I think that you're seeing it from their side. You really think a lot of good things about this person and the 10 of Cups, which makes me wonder why you're sending a message. So it feels like you've been apart from this person and you've been thinking about them. I feel 5 of Cups and the Star. I feel like when you think about them, You think about them with admiration. They are the star. They're the brightest thing in the room. Every time you have that kind of a feeling about them, I think you also feel very connected to this person in their energy, even though you've been apart. So the Page of Cups here is telling me that there's regret about that. Someone here is standing in their emotions. Yeah, feeling bad about how this went down. Because they blame themselves now that they blame themselves. I think you blamed it all on them. But now I think you're seeing your part of the situation. Flip it if you need to. It is a general reading after all. Whew. Yeah. I really feel like you're at a crossroads. You're making a decision based on your passions, based on your heart. I think you're just going to be brave. There's a song called Brave, and it's say what you want to say and let the words fall out. I want to see you be brave. And so I feel like you're supposed to just say what you've got to say. Yeah, I feel like there's an adventure coming up here, or you're at the crossroads of your life and you're trying to figure out what's next. I feel like you see something clearer now because you're sending a message that might include, like, I really regret, because you really were the brightest star in the room. And I didn't see it then. We have the Six of Pentacles. We have the Ace of Wands. I feel like you're really attracted to this person and it's all you can think about. You wonder if they're dating. You want to give them reciprocity, but you wonder if they're dating or maybe if they're married or engaged. The Four of Wands is here. The Nine of Swords and the Four of Wands tells me that you're, worried about commitment. Yeah, you're worried about getting a commitment from this person. Three of Cups is the celebration, or we're going to have some type of a reunion after it's been very quiet. The Four of Swords is here. So I feel like you don't know if this person is, if we're talking about a love relationship, I don't think you know that this person is single. For others of you, if this is not a relationship read, it could definitely be someone who's in the family because of the Ten of Cups, someone who you really love and we're very close to, someone that you see is very highly intelligent, smart, someone who speaks out for other people, feels like a protector sort of energy. This person could be someone that you haven't seen in a very long time. It could be because of some trauma that you share with them, for sure. But I feel either way that there's a message coming. Let's figure out what's going on here. Tell me about Gemini, please. Why does Gemini have a clearer look here now at the Ten of Cups, the Star? Tell me about this. Queen of Pentacles, because now you feel, it feels like you recognize somebody's worth. You recognize that this person was just trying to give you stability, Gemini. You realize that they really are this person, the person who is grounded and generous, the one that loves to help everybody and give charity. And this person loves to love on people. They are the Empress in training. It is Capricorn energy. But of course, Taurus and Virgo in a reading that is general. I feel like this person gives you or gave you stability in the past or made you feel like you were worth their love. We have the Knight of Cups. We have the Two of Wands in the reverse. And the Seven of Cups. Why am I hearing I don't want to go? That's what I just heard when I placed that card. I don't want to go. It's like I don't want to go without you. Okay. So we've got the Knight of Cups. Yeah, this one is the protector of love. Yeah, the knights are protectors, right? They protect the kingdom. They protect the castle, right? They keep the king and the queen safe. This one is a fighter, right? The knights are always fighters. They're always fighters on their horses, right? This one is fighting for love. I feel like someone's coming in to fight for your love. Or you are going in to fight for someone else. The Page of Wands is here. Tell me about this messenger. What's the messenger got for information, please? I feel like you're the one sending the message. It could be the other way around, absolutely, but I feel like it's you sending the message. Tell me about the Page of Wands. Got the Hanged Man. We've got the Four of Cups, and we've got the King of Cups, okay? So you've grown. You have a different understanding now in terms of the heart space. I feel like you maybe were stuck back here, that you were stuck without any knowledge of how to be the King of Cups. I think you are now. I think you're grown. I think that you're probably, 40s, 50s, something like that. Maybe you've had some time to grow up and understand your emotions. I also feel like you just gave it to the universe. Like you just surrendered it all. I think you were in the Four of Cups. You surrendered it all. You tried to see something from another perspective, and that's why you have the empathy. And that's why you don't blame this person anymore. What happened back here? Yeah, there was a conversation. There was harsh words, and then we stood our ground, and it feels like you went silent on each other, and you felt justified. You felt justified going silent on this person, or they on you. The Knight of Swords is here, and the Knight of Swords is the one who's fighting for an explanation, fighting for words, fighting to say what's on their mind. And then the Seven of Pentacles, which is standing your ground, right? So somebody just wanted to let you wanted to let somebody know that it was all their fault. But now I think you've changed your mind. Yeah, now I feel as though you have grown up. And it's not that you were immature before. I think that you've just learned some lessons which have given you some wisdom you didn't have before, my friend. Then you're seeing it from a different point of view. And I feel like with the Page of Wands and the Five of Cups that you have regret about the way things went. I feel like the Knight of Cups is pointing out into the past. So I feel like you're still willing to fight for love, possibly with an Aquarius or someone that you see as the star, someone that you see now clearly was trying to give you a bunch of love. I feel like there was heartbreak here or disappointment that it didn't work out. So the Knight of Cups, I feel, is here to fight for love. Yeah, I think that you're going to fight for love. I don't want you to go, is what I heard when I put down that Two of Wands in reverse. It's like somebody is either maybe moving away or going on a long extended trip, or somebody's going to say, I don't want you to go. And it's going to scare the heck out of them. They probably want to go on the adventure with you, so you might want to ask, but this person doesn't want you to go. Tell me about the Seven of Cups. So this person knows that you have a lot of opportunities to invest wherever you want, whether that's financially or in love with other people, whatever it is. The Seven of Cups is here as well with the Ace of Pentacles. It tells me that either you're really busy planting a bunch of pentacles or that a lot of people want to invest in you, my friend. And so I think that you have a choice as to what you want to do here. And I think your choice is to tell this person not to go, because I know you're my soulmate. Yeah, I know you're my soulmate. The King and the Queen of Pentacles are here. And so I think that you don't want this person to go. I feel like you've run out of patience. You're not going to wait for divine timing. I'm just going to say, make sure you take your sword. King of Swords is here. And so that's you. There you are. Someone who wants clarity, right? You want to speak about facts. Let's just talk about this without emotions involved. I'm losing my patience about the situation. I think you are losing your patience only to wait for divine timing. I think that the King of Swords is about to take some action here. And yeah, I don't think you're telling anybody that you're doing it, but I do feel that there's some sort of a transformational energy here that's making you turn around. Yep. Feels like a change of path. There's the Fool. It's a change of maybe I should just take a leap. I feel as though you've been silent with this person, even though you wished for this new start. Maybe in the week ahead is where you are speaking with this person, because it feels like you're turning around. The Three of Cups is here. You're probably going to reach out to them and ask them to speak with you. But flip it if you need to, Gemini. This is a general reading, and that's what it's all about. So I'm going to go for now. Thank you so much for coming here and watching. I do appreciate you. And bravo. Thank you so much for all of your thumbs up and being in the comments. It helps this tribe grow, and it's doing just that. Thank you so much. Love you guys. Bye-bye. Hello, Libra. Thank you so much for dropping by here. Also, likewise to the Cross Watcher. Thank you so much for doing that. And thank you so much for your efforts and thumbs up and being in the comments. It really is making a difference. And so now we're going to be reading for you weekly, which makes me kind of happy because your buttery energy is needed around here. That's for sure. Weekly, on a weekly basis. Yeah, that's how I feel, Libra. I feel them as butter. Yeah, beautiful energy. And I'm creative as well, and that's why I love to be around a creative. So, all right, here we go. This is for you, Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. This is for the week ahead. Thank you, Libra. Here we go. Libra. Libra. Tell me about Libra for the week ahead, please. All right, so we've got indecision. We've got relationships. Indecision says, I use my intuition in all aspects of my life. So you're really hard into trying to use your gut to make a decision about something passionate, I feel. Something that makes you feel passionate, something that gives you passion. I'm looking at the red here. I feel like your eyes are being opened to something, Libra. Your eyes are being opened to some type of relationship. It says, I am attracted to the people who serve my higher good. So that really is just saying that you're attracting people who are on your own vibration. So if they are serving your higher good, they will be like-minded. They in terms of energies, in terms of how they treat you and how you treat them. I feel like this is someone that you're calling in, or maybe you've already called them in. This is someone who is on your vibration. Now, you have indecision because I feel like you are, before you get in touch with your intuition, I feel like you're looking at things through the eyeballs. And I know that sounds silly, but the truth of the matter is you don't see things of spiritual nature with your eyeballs. You feel it with your energy. So I think that's why you're trying to get into into trusting yourself, trusting the decisions that you make, trusting your intuition and listening to that. You're in indecision about some type of a relationship here, but understand you've called this person in on your own vibration. It says service. I feel good when I can help others. You may have met them at a place where you were doing volunteer work. Maybe you met them helping them, like maybe their car broke down and maybe you stopped for them. Like, it feels like you're the kind of person who is in service of others and loves to do that. And this person's calling in, I think something about someone on your highest good. Oh, so it may not be that you were at a place that you were volunteering at with them, but you were like-minded in this way. So it feels like the universe puts one of you in the other one's path in terms of service, whether you were volunteering with them or your car broke down and they stopped, or maybe you dropped your credit card on the way out the store and they chased you into the parking lot to give it back to you. You know what I mean? Like, it's something like that. We have failure. It says, I understand that a mistake is only an opportunity to learn. I don't really see mistakes. I just see learning opportunities. And I feel like the reason that sometimes we don't get what we want, we always get the lesson. When we don't get what we want, we get a lesson. So if you don't get what you want, it's time to look forward to the lesson of that. And I'm not saying that it's always going to be a positive lesson, but some people, situations and things are sent to us just purely for the lesson, y'all. That's why we shouldn't hang on to everybody that comes into our lives. Not everybody's meant to be there for the whole time. They're there to be there for a lesson. All right, so bottom of the deck, we have courage. I understand that a mistake is only an opportunity to learn. I feel like maybe you feel like you lost your opportunity to maybe talk to this person because of your indecision, because of your inability to listen to your gut. And I think you're doing it some of the time. I don't think you're completely closed off to your gut, Libra. I don't think I've met a Libra who is. Honestly, I feel that your heart is soft enough that you tend to see things from the other side, and that's the balance in you, right? So I think that you understand that you are going to have another opportunity with this person, but I think you're kind of kicking yourself a little bit for not saying something to them, that you didn't have the courage to do it because you're in indecision. You're not really sure if you're seeing the situation, right? We've got Violet, that's the third eye. You're not sure enough, you're not really seeing the situation for what it is. You have indecision, you're not trusting your gut. So you're trying to find the inner strength. Yeah, there hasn't been enough growth here. Look, growth is in the reverse. There hasn't been enough growth here yet. I want to expand my consciousness and my awareness. So I think that you're part-time listening to your gut. I think you're new at it. Think you're on wobbly legs like a deer. That's what Charlie just showed me, a little baby fawn. I think you're on wobbly legs as it pertains to your understanding of your intuition and how powerful it is. And I think that you are calling in people for relationships on your vibration, but I think when they find you, you're in indecision. You don't really believe that they've come for you. It's like you're ignoring whatever the universe is delivering to you. We have the Five of Pentacles. It's because it feels like you don't really feel, I think relationships are kind of foreign to you. If they're not foreign to you, it feels like you haven't had a relationship in a very long time, that you've been kind of really disconnected from your own intuition as it pertains to relationships. So maybe you've been single for a while. The Three of Swords is here, and it tells me that you've had your heart broken in relationships before. Possibly for some of you, the way you healed that is by going into service for others. And now you realize that the situation just wasn't, you could have worked it out had you listened to your gut. But I feel like you understand that it's just an opportunity to learn from that situation. Just listening. We've got the Lovers here, by the way. Gemini energy. So it's on service, and it's on understand that a mistake is only an opportunity to learn. I feel as though there was some disappointment or a broken heart that came of some sort of soulmate person. You are now disconnected from them, and it's breaking your heart. You're disconnected from your soulmate because of indecision in your relationships. I think you miss caring for this person. You miss it almost feels like it feels to me like a real beautiful sort of beautiful blend of masculine, feminine energy, I'm going to say. Yeah, I can't tell if it's feminine or masculine leaning, and I don't really care. It's beautiful and buttery. Yeah, that's what it feels like. So I feel like when you call people in on your vibration, I don't think that you believe that. It almost feels like you think that you're not good enough for them. But understand, you're only calling in people on your own vibration, so whatever they are, you are as well. So if you think that, this person is out of my league and I have to reach too high, and understand that you're already on that level, you just don't see it, you don't believe it. Because you're living in a little bit of lack here in the Five of Pentacles. I just want to say, as you get more and more connected to your gut, the Five of Pentacles becomes less and less, further and further in the background. Yeah, you start feeling less and less disconnected. We have the Queen of Swords. We have the Knight of Swords. And we have the Wheel of Fortune. Okay. You know what? I think you're going to get. I think you're going to get a chance to meet someone who is very significant in your life in the very near future, Libra. I feel like you do have a soulmate, and that soulmate could be either a Gemini, or they could be a fixed sign like Scorpio, Aquarius, Taurus, or Leo. The Wheel of Fortune is about fortunate things, but understand it's also change, which, although you're not a fixed sign, can be upsetting for you because you always must have balance. And when you're out of balance, it just doesn't feel good. Fortunate things are coming in love for you, and I think that it's coming for you because you have already learned and you understand that whatever mistakes you made in the past is just an opportunity to learn. And when you make the commitment to not follow the same cycles over and over again, you break the chain, and then so you stop getting what you always got. You start getting what you didn't think you could ever get. Yeah, it's coming in the future here. Yeah, I think you've always been in indecision about relationships because you've been disconnected from your gut, I think. And so you've always made your decisions based on logic and reason and factual things, and you remained in swords. You remain very logic no matter what the situation, but understand that, you know, the Five of Pentacles and the Queen of Swords is like feeling in lack, because all I can only look at things in terms of swords. What I'm going to tell you is I don't see any cups here. So my friend, I think that you need to get a little more in touch with your emotional self. I think you deal in swords because you've been hurt. Oh, I'm hearing a song. Hang on, Libra. Oh, that's funny. Creatives, I hear a song. It is Imagine Dragons, and it's sharks. You think that people are on your side. That's what the song is about. But think again. Think again. You're swimming with sharks. So what I want to say is that you always feel as though you're swimming with sharks, but I think that the reason that you fight it with swords and don't attack it with cups is because you're really good with staying in balance, with being very logical. But I feel like this knight here, you know, knights, they fight on horseback, right? This one is the knight of, you know, this one's fighting for words, fighting to say something. I feel like you're trying to find the words or fighting to find the words for this lover here. I think that this person is probably the person that you didn't have the nerve to say anything to before. I think that that's who this person is. It feels as though it was back here and you thought that you'd given it up. You thought that you're just never going to see this person again. It is what it is, but I feel like this person's coming back round. Because you're calling in people on your own vibration, my friend. Yeah. So I feel like if you're looking for a soulmate, your soulmate is going to find you. If you're both looking for a soulmate and you're meant to be together, it is. And I'm just going to give you the warning. I always give the warning in that soulmate doesn't really mean anything as a label, understand? If you're just labeling this person because you think it's sort of a level of hierarchy of a relationship, which is people think. They think it goes karmic, soulmate, and then twin flame. There's no hierarchy, my friends. This person could be a soulmate, but who knows what kind of soulmate they are. Are they a soulmate that has a bunch of trauma from the past? Are they a soulmate who is not necessarily aware of themselves and they're making impulsive decisions in their pentacle life? Like, we don't know what kind of a soulmate this is. And not all soulmates are created equal. Some have done their work and some have not. So just because they're wearing the Armani suit doesn't mean they're rich. Could have borrowed the suit, I'm just saying. All right, let's take a look here. And that has nothing to do with money, by the way. All right, so we have the Ace of Wands. And so I feel like you have a lot of passion for this person, that you want to begin this new path and passion, but you feel very disconnected because you're dealing with life in swords. It's time to sort of stretch your muscle into the heart space or the cups space, you know, practicing that. We have Pentacles, we have the Fool, and we have Scorpio energy. I really feel that you think that this person is everything. I think this is the person that we're talking about for you, Libra, that you really hope for a long-term relationship with. This person could be someone who has fire in the chart, but I really do feel like they are a fixed sign. And I think that appeals to you, Libra, because you're in balance and fixed signs move very slow. They don't make impulsive decisions. And I feel like you like that because it's necessary for you to stay in balance. What I want to say is with the Knight of Swords, the Knight is fighting to find the words, or fighting for the words, fighting for the right to say something. They want to say their side about how this hurt their heart. I think it's you. I think it's like you can't drop any of this until you speak to this person and tell you how much this whole situation has hurt you. And that's a different message, because it feels like for some of you, there's a lover that's coming back round. But for others of you, it feels like you just want to tell your side. It's like you need closure. You haven't had any closure. And the closure is, I think, saying something about how much it hurt you. It may have been a long-term relationship. I think that you really have a great desire to not only speak to this person, but to reconnect to them. And I feel like you're willing to do whatever it takes. The Fool is willing to look foolish just to have the new beginning, the new chapter. All the things that are promised. The Sun is present. Everything's going great. I feel like you're going to be like, I don't care. I don't care what I have to do to be with you. I know that you're my soulmate. And that's when this moment changes. I feel when you let the universe know exactly what it is that you want. And I think that you say to the universe, I'm ready. The Fool is here. I don't care if I have to look foolish, but I need to change the way I'm thinking about the situation, change the way I'm always in swords. It's time to transform the situation here. What is the challenge for the week ahead, please, for Libra? For the week ahead, the challenge is the Queen of Swords. Oh my gosh. More swords, Libra. More swords, Libra. So the challenge is, I think you could be the Queen of Swords, or maybe your person is the Queen of Swords, but I feel like there is about to be a really high-level, interesting conversation here about whether or not we are going to be able to head into some sort of a long-term relationship while we're all in swords. Because I don't think anybody is talking about their feelings, if I'm being honest. I feel like, yeah, the way I'm speaking right now, just being honest with you, ordering lunch. This is the way it goes. Queen of Swords is here and just says, look, I don't know if I want to take this jump with you. I'm not really sure. I think there's going to be a great conversation. I feel like somebody's going to fight to find the words to tell you how they feel. And I think you'll do the same. I think you're willing to do whatever it takes in order to have your soulmate. I feel like if you do make a decision to change something, I think that the Death is here because I feel it's like the end of waiting. I feel like it's the end of the cycle or the end of the chapter, and now we get to start again. Like that's what it feels like. And we start again with the Wheel of Fortune and the Lovers. So it is for some of you, someone who's coming back around, or another chance has come. At whatever you couldn't say here, another chance is coming around, but only if you're willing. Only if you're willing to change. Only if you're willing to let everything else around you die and go on this new beginning, the Wheel of Fortune. It's destiny. Destiny is here, and this is your person. And if you're willing to change and willing to take a leap of faith, I think that with a lot of communication here about whether or not this is going to be a long-term relationship, I think that things work out fine in the future. That's what it feels like. Yeah, you are very attracted to this person. You've been manifesting this person. We have the Chariot, and I feel like you two start building a life really quickly. Yeah, that finally we've got some water energy here. Other than Scorpio, right? We've got Cancer. So I feel like you two, start to show each other your feelings just little by little, or this person knows to be gentle with you until you can be comfortable with letting your feelings come to the surface. And once that happens, I feel like first you need stability, and then you get the victory. So I feel that this whole thing is gonna stabilize itself. But I feel like it's all about, you were supposed to have these realizations back here. Yeah, about what you wanted and what you didn't want. I think that your challenge is the Queen of Swords, to stop thinking about everything in swords, to start looking at it from the other side so you can feel it, because I feel like you spend a lot of time in your head, Libra. All right. Looks like in the future you have the Nine of Cups, the Hanged Man. There you are, seeing it from someone else's point of view. As we say that, the Hanged Man appears. So the Nine of Cups and the Four of Cups, I feel like you don't want to be in this redundant energy anymore. I feel like what you're seeing is the other side. Yeah, it's time for you to invest in the Lovers. Well, I can't even write that, can I? I think you're scared. I think you're scared of romance, of love. But I think if you go slow, it's going to be fine. You're at the beginning of a new cycle here. All right. I'm going to go for now. Thank you so much for watching. I do so appreciate you. Thank you for being in the comments and all your thumbs up. It really is growing this air tribe. I'm so proud of you, Libra. I'm going to go for now. Love you guys. Bye-bye.